Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Commanders franchise here on Madden NFL 24. It's Thursday Night Football as the Commanders take the field to host the 1-1 New York Giants. Now obviously it hasn't been the best sledding for the Commanders so far this season, specifically on offense, where Kirk Cousins has really struggled, as well as his offense as a whole, at pushing the football down the field and at controlling the pace of the game. So Coach Bieniemy having a little bit of a pregame talk with Kirk Cousins, says that the offense needs to step up in order to keep the defense fresh and give them a little bit of help, especially since this is a short week. But both teams could use a win here. We need our first win of the season, while the Giants are trying to get to above 500. It's the NFC East battle on Thursday Night Football, so anything can happen. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. As the Commanders with the football, they're going to kick it off to the Giants to begin the game. You can see the Commanders rocking their all-black set here at home underneath the lights. But it'll be Danny Jones leading off the game for the Giants as he takes the field. Obviously, a couple seasons ago, signed that massive contract extension. This year, pretty Daniel Jones stuff. 260 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception through 2 games of play. We're going to start with the run to Saquon Barkley, and he's going to get open, races to plus territory, breaks a tackle, and Saquon Barkley, first run of the game, rips off 35 yards. Barkley was an animal in the 2 games these 2 teams played last season, and, well, it seems like he's off to the same start. First throw of the game is a nice diving catch by Darren Waller as Daniel Jones pushes it out, and now at the 25 across the middle, another catch, and this one's going to get goal to go now for the Giants as Isaiah Hodgins makes the catch. Second and goal now, handoff to Barkley, who cuts it right side, and he's going to find the end zone for a touchdown. The Giants make it look easy, and they get 7 on their first drive. Well, here comes the much talked about Kirk Cousins and the Commanders offense. Hasn't been the best start for Kirk Cousins this year. 245 yards, 2 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. A couple of his interceptions aren't really his fault, but he's got to play better, especially after the abysmal showing that was offense last week. This will be a good start as Brian Robinson Jr. gets the first play of the game. It's 18 yards for the offense. Nice start. Now out to the 44 of the enemy as there's Jahan Dotson with an 8-yard grab. And Kirk Cousins starts 2 for 2 for 22. Second and 2, a lot of 2s. Here's an RPO now to Dotson again left side, and he's going to have the first down. This is the kind of start you want to see out of the offense, who really only had 2 good plays in the entire game last week against the Browns. First and 10, Cousins left side. What a throw and what a catch. Great tiptoe catch by Terry McLaurin. And now the Kirk Cousins in the offense is in the red zone. And the next play, they're going to find Terry McLaurin again for a touchdown. The Commanders come roaring back and answer with 6 of their own. Nice connection there. And we're all tied up at 7 apiece. So both offenses off to a solid start. Now time for the second drive of the game for the Giants. And this one's going to be starting off going backwards. They're on pain with a nice 1-yard loss. Now 3rd and 5 for the Giants offense. Jones to the air. Looks left side, and he gets intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And you cannot be laid to the flats because it's a pick 6. The second-year man out of Mississippi State with the first turnover of the season for Washington. And he cashes in with 7 points. They're now up 14-7. So a great start on both sides of the football now for Washington as the Giants offense has to retake the field. Daniel Jones, after his second interception of the season, now faces a 3rd and 9. And he's going to look left side, but he's going to airmail it to the sideline. And that's going to be a punt for the Giants. So now Washington back with the football. They have 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Here's Cousins across the middle, and he gets intercepted. Picked off by Okereke, and he's going to go push it to the 39-yard line in plus territory. Cousins just forced that one across the middle. I think he thought his man was going to clear, but there was a lurking Bobby Okereke there to give Cousins his 6th INT of the season. 2-yard catch there outside for Barkley, as it's now 2nd and 8. Jones across the middle, fires, has a man, nice conversion, and it's in the red zone now as Bellinger will push them out. From the 18, Jones out of the backfield finds Barkley, and he's going to find the end zone. Barkley just beats Drew Tranquil in man coverage, and the Giants have tied it back up at 14 apiece, and that'll be how the first quarter ends. A very explosive start to this ball game. As Kirk Cousins back on offense here after the interception, faces a 1st and 10. He fires down the middle and finds Terry McLaurin, who makes the catch in traffic Scary Terry off to a sensational start this game. Now the Washington Commanders out to the 27-yard line. They'll go to Robinson Jr. on the ground next play, his 5th run of the day. Still going to miss Antonio Gibson for a couple weeks. Now 2nd and 7. Cousins off the play fake, rolls to his right, and he's going to stop, and he's going to fire, and he's going to find Robinson Jr. Nice improvisation there by the quarterback-halfback tandem, and now it's goal to go. Play fake again on the next play. Cousins finds Robinson again out of the backfield, this time not as successful, maybe even lost one. At the 10, they go play action again, 3rd straight play action, and Cousins gets intercepted. This one I don't blame. This was a deep in route, and the receiver is wide open. Look at all the open space in the middle. Why do you stop there? That's a little bit of cheese there if you ask me. That should have been 6. Instead, the receiver stopped on his route, and, well, it's a interception. Saquon Barkley on the next play gets injured after a gain of 6. And that's a big loss because now the Giants are without their superstar running back. Filling in for him is this man right here, Will Shipley. Yes, and if you couldn't tell, that's the rookie Will Shipley out of Clemson. Yes, Will Shipley is white, but I did forget to fix the players for the Giants draft class before this game, so I do apologize for that, but wish it was something that I wouldn't have to fix, and man could just get their stuff together. After an errant throw by Cousins, they throws it right side on this one, and that was a dangerous pass. That one was almost intercepted, and Washington will punt the football back to the Giants. 4.5 to go in the first half of play. Here's Darren Waller in the flat. He's going to pick up 8 yards as Daniel Jones has looked pretty solid. He's starting to settle into this ball game. 2nd and 2, it's a RPO, and there's a flag down on the play. And they're actually going to get roughing the passer against Jonathan Allen. It's a big-time penalty as it pushes New York out to the 33 now. Got to pull back on the quarterbacks. Next play, here's Will Shipley again. He gets swallowed up in the backfield. And it goes nowhere on that play. 2nd and 10, next play. Again, Shipley right side. This time way more successful. He's going to get inside the 10 with a nice move down at the 6. And the rookie running back out of Clemson doing very good in his snaps. Now gets the ball left side. Tries to find the end zone. He gets tackled down at the 1. And Isaiah Hodgins is hurt for the Giants. He would be okay overall. He'll come back into this game later. 2nd and goal. This time Jones keeps it and nobody accounts for the quarterback. Touchdown, Big Blue. And after a Billy bounce, Daniel Jones has got the Giants out to the 21-14 lead. Now the 2-minute warning. Cousins with a little bit of chance to double dip as they get the ball after the half, and he finds Terry McLaurin downfield. Overall, Cousins has thrown the ball very well. You take away the 2 interceptions, and he's looked very solid in this game. Next play, check down for Robinson Jr. It's a nice 9-yard connection, as he's 12 for 6 for 165 yards in the first half. 2nd and 1 now. Cousins feels some heat, fires across the middle, and he has Bieniemy Brown. Nice catch in traffic. That was another big criticism of the Commanders' offense last week, is they were not good at catching the ball in traffic. They've definitely stepped up in that this week. 1st and 10, a screen as Andrew Norwell can't get out in front of the running back, so it's only a gain of 1. Clock continues to run, now inside 30 seconds. They try to find Bieniemy Brown, but he drops it. Had it in the breadbasket for 6, but there's the drop showing their ugly head. And now on 3rd and 9, Cousins throws this one well at the back of the end zone, just not on the same page. And the Commanders will go to kick 3. A 35-yard try is doinked off of the left upright. The rookie kicker Cameron Little doinks it, and we take a 21-18 deficit going into the half. Commanders, too many self-inflicted wounds. Can they stop it, or will the Giants continue to roll on? This is the halftime report. We are the first game in this week, so there's really nothing to recap. But you can take a look at some of the games here. Some nice matchups. Steelers-Titans, we face the Steelers next week, and then a couple of primetime matchups. We'll take a look at those after this one is over. But first play of the second half is not a good one for Washington, as Brian Robinson Jr. goes backwards. After a loss of 2, they'll trust him again on 2nd and 12, and this time he does find a nice crease left side. He picks up 9 and makes it now a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Commanders, they'll rely on Robinson Jr. again, and he's going to pick up the first down, trucks through a defender, and that'll move the chains. Out to the 47. Cousins takes the first down snap, fires, has a cutting Bieniemy Brown. He's going to get 9 before being laid out of bounds. But now 2nd and 1. They're going to go play fake here, trying to take a shot downfield. Cousins has a man open left side, but he didn't see him. He got fleshed out right, and he wisely just throws it to the bench. So now 3rd and 1. Go back to the ground, and Robinson Jr. will have the first down. He picks up just enough, and this drive will continue. Now to the 36. Rodriguez Jr. checks in, but there's actually movement on that left side. It looks like that hard count got a little bit of the defensive player antsy. That's encroachment on the defense. Yetur Gross-Matos, the culprit. So now 1st and 5. Robinson Jr. will check back in. He'll pick up 4 easy ones. Nice game for him. 11 attempts, 59 yards. 2nd and 1. Another play fake. Cousins taking a shot right side, and this one's going to be intercepted. Banks for the 2nd time this game with the pick. That was just a bad pass by Cousins. I think he had his receiver open over there, but Banks just kind of undercut it, and it looked like it didn't have enough mustard on it. So that's the 3rd pick of the game for Kirk Cousins in the offense, and the Giants again will take over with the football, and Washington continues to leave points on the field. New York's out past midfield here. Is Will Shipley still in the game? Saquon Barkley still on the sidelines. He is questionable to return. 2nd and 12 now. Jones feels some heat in the pocket, but he moves, and he finds his man Darren Waller coming out from the tight end spot. He outruns Yamin Davis right down the middle of the field, and it's now in the red zone again for the Giants. 1st and 10, handoff Shipley. There's Drew Tranquil. Fills the gap nicely. The former Kansas City Chief zips him up. 2nd and 11 now. Again, Shipley, and he's going to run into some more Washington defenders. Picks up maybe 3, and now it's a big 3rd and 8 for the G-men. Jones back to pass. Looks left, has a man in the flats, and it's going to be Hodgins, and he picks up a 1st down. Isaiah Hodgins stretches, makes it now goal to go for the Giants. First play, drop back pass, looks left side, and this is going to be a touchdown. Bellinger with the catch, and he will get 6 more for New York, and that'll take us to the final quarter of play. The Giants now leading 28-14 as they're starting to pull away with this one. A big drive here to begin the 3rd quarter for Washington is on 3rd and 10, 7 to Dotson, but the Commanders have no choice but to go for it. 4th and 3 at the 41-yard line. They trust Robinson Jr., and he gets absolutely stuffed. Wharton and company bring him down. That's a turnover on downs. There's a big stop there for New York. As now with a short field on offense, they have a chance to make this a 3-score game. Darren Waller will apparently get enough for a 1st down. Eric Bieniemy will not challenge the spot, even though I don't think he got it. Nonetheless, play fake now, 1st and 10. Jones fires left side. This one's going to be broken up. That was the 2nd-year man out of Illinois, Jatavius Martin, with the pass breakup. 2nd and 10, again going play fake. Barkley back in the ball game, and this time it's going to work. Downfield is Ibuka, another number 22. I don't know how that's necessarily working. Nonetheless, goal to go here. No, red zone trip, and Jones puts it on the ground. Thankfully for him, his lineman was there. Jonathan Allen with the strip sack. Now 3rd and 13. Jones, play fake, rolls to his right, doesn't see anything, so he just dumps it to the sideline, and Chase Young is injured on the play. So it is now a 3-score game, 31-14 after a field goal, and Washington with the football. About 5 minutes left to go in this ball game, putting together another drive. They haven't had any trouble driving the football this game. It's just been a problem of finishing. Just got to cut out the turnovers. Here's a 5-yard connection again to Terry McLaurin before being brought down by Belton. 2nd and 5, Cousins steps to his right, fires that way. Dotson can't hold on through the contact. Another drop pass for the 3rd-year wide receiver. Now 3rd and 5, Cousins goes that way again. This time he does catch it, but he's a yard shy of the 1st down marker. And they're going to go for it. You're down by 3 scores. You might as well. And on 4th and 1, the Giants bring pressure, but he finds Terry McLaurin behind him. The 2nd touchdown of the day for Scary Terry. And makes it a 31-21 game. The Commanders back on defense. They need some stops. And on 3rd and 10, the Giants are actually going to throw it. And that'll be an incomplete pass. Jones throws it away, so the clock will stop. So Washington with 2 timeouts at the 2-minute warning. So there's a chance in this ball game. Here's a screen again for Robinson. He's been very busy in the pass game tonight. Going hurry up now. 2nd and 6. Cousins looks left side and throws an absolute beauty of a pass to Johnny Wilson, the rookie wide receiver out of Florida State, with a nice grab. Pushes it now to the 15. Cousins looking, rolls to his left, fires this one to the sideline. Stops the clock at 1:10. Next play, Cousins in the pocket. Looks, fires across the middle. That one just hits off the defender. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, but that was a bad pass. 3rd and 10 now. Cousins back to throw. Pressure in his face. Fires for the corner, and he had McLaurin for a second. But unable to connect. That makes it 4th and 10. They'll just take the 3 points. Cameron Little this time will kick it through. It'll make it a 1-score game, but they got to get the onside kick here. Boots it high in the air, and it's going to be caught by the Giants. They will not connect. So now the Commanders, they just need a stop. No first downs can be allowed. They hand it off to Shipley, and on the first run, he's going to get it. He gets 10.5, and that will end this one. The Giants will pull out the victory and land over at FedEx Field. They improve to 2-1. The Commanders fall to 0-3. The final score of 31-24. Well, all in all, I thought the offense looked a lot better in this game, but the 3 interceptions were just killer. I'm still salty about that second one. I don't know why Dotson didn't just cut to the left on a play-action deep end. That's what the throw is supposed to be. But he just stopped on his route and it allowed it to be picked off. I do think there's a little bit of a problem with receivers stopping on their routes in Madden, and that was just a case of that. The other 2 interceptions, they were not good. So we dropped to 0-3 now. We did suffer an injury. Deron Payne also dislocated his hips, so one of our star defensive linemen, again, is hurt. That was a recurring theme last year. Here are your scores in Week 3. The Chiefs blow out the Denver Broncos as one of the highlights, and the Patriots double up the 49ers on the road. That's a big win for them. First game will highlight the Steelers. They beat the Tennessee Titans 31-13, and the Steelers are 3-0 to begin the season, led by number 2 overall pick Caleb Williams. And that's who we'll see in our next game. We'll travel to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers and get a first-hand look at Caleb Williams. On Sunday Night Football, the Bengals beat the Colts 24-21. Joe Burrow, I think, actually got outdueled in this one by Anthony Richardson, but the Bengals, the number 1 seed from a season ago, able to get the victory. They're looking like a number 1 seed again. And finally, on Monday Night Football, the Buccaneers go on the road and they beat the Saints in overtime, 26-20. Kenny Pickett looked very good here for the Buccaneers. Remember, he got traded before the season started, and he's filled in nicely for Tampa Bay. Gets a nice road win here against the division rival. And who knows what can happen in the NFC South. Here are your players of the week. Bo Nix, the rookie for the Vikings, gets it. I think that's very interesting because if you remember last week, Jacoby Brissett got it. So after winning player of the week, the Vikings, they benched Jacoby Brissett for Bo Nix. Looks like it paid off, but very interesting. Dallas Turner gets it for NFC Defensive, the rookie, and then a couple of Patriots. We do make one trade, though. Sam Howell has been dealt to the Raiders. This happened last week, but I forgot to highlight it. So the Sam Howell era is over. We get a future 6th-round pick for him. And next week, we'll travel on the road to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're undefeated. We're winless. So on paper, this doesn't look like the best matchup for us. But I do think this is a winnable game. We have been very fortunate this year. We don't have the hardest schedule. And I do think we can go on the road and beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think we are better than an 0-3 team. This offense just needs to wake up. They need to clean up the turnovers. And the defense just needs to be a little bit more consistent. But I think we can rattle Caleb Williams and potentially win this game. We'll have to wait and see, though. Maybe that's wishful thinking. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.